Ramen. Born in Yokohama's Chinatown around 1910, ramen was originally called shinasoba, meaning Chinese noodles. The dish was looked down upon for decades due to anti-Chinese sentiment and its association with the working class. But everything changed in 1958 when Momofuku Ando invented instant ramen after watching starving people queue for noodles in post-war Osaka. The alkaline mineral water called kansui gives ramen noodles their distinctive yellow color and springy texture. Nearly every region in Japan has its own style: Sapporo's miso, Hakata's milky tonkatsu, or Tokyo's soy-based shoyu. In 2000, Japanese people even voted instant ramen as the greatest invention of the 20th century. Lo Mien. The name comes from Cantonese lu min, meaning stirred noodles. It refers to a cooking method, not the noodle itself. The wheat noodles trace back to China's Han Dynasty over 2,000 years ago. In Chinese culture, noodles symbolize longevity, so cutting them is considered bad luck. They're always served long, especially at birthdays and New Year. The American version differs dramatically from the original. Chinese lo mein is light and almost dry, while the Americanized take often coats the noodles in a thick, sweet sauce. In places like Tianjin, lo mein diners choose from dozens of seasonal toppings, creating large, highly customized bowls. Spaghetti. Despite the famous legend, Marco Polo did not bring pasta from China. Arab traders likely introduced dried pasta to Sicily in the 8th to 9th centuries, where the sunny climate was perfect for drying wheat noodles. The word spaghetti, meaning little strings, wasn't recorded until 1874, suggesting it remained a regional dish for centuries. The pairing with tomato sauce is surprisingly recent. Tomatoes were considered poisonous in Europe until the mid-1800s. In 1957, BBC's Panorama broadcast an April Fool's segment about the Swiss spaghetti harvest, showing farmers picking pasta from trees. Thousands of viewers called asking how to grow their own. Rice noodles. When northern Chinese invaders arrived in rice-growing southern China during the Qin dynasty, they craved their familiar wheat noodles. Resourceful southern cooks invented rice noodles instead, creating a tradition over 2,000 years old. The flat noodles in Vietnamese pho emerged in the early 1900s, a fusion born from French colonialism. The French introduced beef consumption to Vietnam, and their pot-au-feu technique influenced the broth. The name pho likely comes from the Cantonese phun, meaning rice noodles. Vietnam now celebrates December 12th as official Pho Day. Chicken pho only appeared in 1939, possibly because beef wasn't sold at markets on Mondays and Fridays. Cup noodles. Invented in 1971 by Momofuku Ando, who got their idea while watching American supermarket buyers break his instant noodles in half, stuff them into styrofoam coffee cups, pour hot water over them, and eat with forks. Instead of being horrified, he was inspired and developed a waterproof cup that served as packaging, cooking vessel, and bowl all in one. The product exploded in popularity after riot police were shown eating cup noodles on national television during a famous 1972 hostage standoff. Ando ate chicken ramen almost every day until his death at age 96, and in 2005, he created space ramen, noodles designed to work in zero gravity. Vermicelli. The name means little worms in Italian, and vermicelli exists in two completely different traditions. Italian vermicelli is wheat-based and thicker than spaghetti. Asian rice vermicelli originated in southern China. In India, it becomes sévillon, the base for sweet kheer pudding. In the Philippines, it's bihon, often made from potato starch. Neapolitan pasta makers were once called vermicellari worm makers. The dish spans breakfast to dessert across dozens of cuisines from Somalia to South India to the Middle East. Glass noodles. Made from mung bean or sweet potato starch, these noodles turn completely transparent when cooked, like edible crystal. The town of Jiangxing in China's Shandong province has produced them for over 3 centuries. In Korea, sweet potato glass noodles called dangmyeon star in japchae. In Myanmar, they're called kyazan, meaning lotus thread, because their delicate strands supposedly resemble lotus fibers. Chinese immigrants brought them to Hawaii in the early 1900s, where they became known as long rice and turned into a luau staple. The famous Sichuan dish, ants climbing a tree, features ground pork clinging to glass noodles like ants on branches. Udon. These thick, chewy wheat noodles likely arrived from China during the Tang dynasty, possibly as something closer to dumplings than noodles. Legend credits the Buddhist monk Kukai with bringing udon to Sanuki province in the 9th century. The dough is so tough that traditional makers knead it with their feet rather than their hands. Kagawa Prefecture residents are so devoted, they eat udon for breakfast, and some shops there are over 400 years old. During the Edo period, pilgrims visiting Korohira Shrine spread word of Sanuki udon nationwide. Self-serve udon shops let customers walk into the kitchen and collect noodles straight from the boiling pot. Fettuccine. The name means little ribbons, but fettuccine alfredo has a very specific origin. In 1908, Roman restaurateur Alfred de Lelio made a simple butter and Parmesan pasta to help his wife regain strength after childbirth. When Hollywood stars Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford visited in the 1920s, they were so enchanted they gifted him with a golden fork and spoon. The publicity made him internationally famous. Ironically, fettuccine alfredo is virtually known in Italy today and is often dismissed as hospital food. Outside of tourist-oriented spots, Italians rarely eat it. The original recipe contains zero cream, relying only on butter, Parmigiano Reggiano, and pasta water.